Welcome to Item Breakdown, a series where I analyze every single item in Mario Maker 2, go over their properties, and find interesting ways to use them in our own levels. This video is all about the Super Hammer. A Super Hammer is an item asset exclusive to the 3D World game style. It is a stationary, gravity-affected power-up that is 1x1 tiles in size. A Super Hammer is not initially found in the editor. It is unlocked by completing the Story Mode campaign and then beating the newly added level Let's Go Build Mario. Upon completion of this level, the Super Hammer is made available among the rest of the course parts in the editor. If Mario collects a Super Hammer, he transforms into Builder Mario. Builder Mario is 2 tiles tall and can break blocks by jumping into them from below or by ground pounding on them from above. If Builder Mario takes damage, he reverts back into Super Mario. Builder Mario has 2 unique moves he can perform: Hammer Attack and Builder Box. Builder Mario performs a hammer attack by pressing Y. Builder Mario swings his hammer, extending 1 tile in front of him, which interacts with many different course parts. Despite the animation, however, the hammer does not hit blocks above Builder Mario. A hammer attack will collect all types of coins, as well as keys. A hammer attack will activate a hidden block, both kinds of POW blocks, a P-switch, an on-off switch, and an exclamation block by 1 extension at a time. A hammer attack will destroy the following course parts you see here on screen. A hammer attack will outright defeat the following enemies you see here. Yes, even boos are not immune to the hammer. A hammer attack will simply damage the following enemies. A hammer attack has absolutely no effect on the following course parts. And finally, a hammer attack that hits but does not destroy an object that is considered solid will cause Builder Mario to recoil backwards about half a tile. Builder Mario summons a Builder Box by first holding up and then pressing Y at the same time. Builder Mario materializes what is essentially just a crate into his hands, which he can then throw or place down. Builder Mario can have up to 5 Builder Boxes active at one time. If 5 are already in the course and Builder Mario summons another, a Builder Box will despawn in the order they were summoned. Builder Boxes are globally loaded and considered global ground, meaning that once they have been on screen, the Builder Box and any objects on top of them will not despawn, no matter how far Mario travels away from them. Builder Boxes function identically to crates, except for in multiplayer. If a pipe, clear pipe, or door is blocked by a Builder Box, it will be destroyed if a character that didn't summon the Builder Box attempts to go through it. A Super Hammer has 3 modifications: progressive, winged, and parachuting. If Mario is not affected by any power-up, a progressive Super Hammer will spawn as a Super Mushroom. However, if Mario is affected by a power-up, it will spawn normally. A winged Super Hammer travels across the screen, rising and falling 1 tile off of its horizontal axis as it moves. A parachuting Super Hammer descends slowly toward the bottom of the screen, resuming its basic behavior when it lands. A Super Hammer can be placed inside of a block, tree, pipe, and Bill Blaster. Inside of a block, it will be released out of the top when hit from below, and out of the bottom when hit from above. Inside of a tree, it will jump out once Mario reaches the very top. While inside a pipe, it will only spawn 1 at a time, the pipe only producing another once the first is no longer loaded. This is also true when inside of a Bill Blaster. A Super Hammer can enter a horizontally facing clear pipe, but only under certain circumstances that would be best explained in the Clear Pipe item breakdown. A Super Hammer falls slower through liquids and is not destroyed by lava. A Builder Box will float atop liquids, and a hammer attack is unaffected. A Super Hammer is part of a status clear condition, requiring the player to reach the goal as Builder Mario. So, now that we know how it works, how do we work with it? The Super Hammer is a brand new power-up exclusive to Super Mario Maker 2, and it definitely brought a lot of excitement around the 3D World game style. People were scrambling to finish story mode just to get their hands on this hardy hammer. Though, now that the dust is settled, I'd say it's actually rare to find a level making great use of the super hammer. This could be for a number of reasons, from creators not experienced with making levels in the 3D World game style, to just the sheer amount of possibilities this power-up presents. So let's hunker down and hammer in all the best practices for our super hammer friend. While the super hammer might be a Mario Maker exclusive, it has found its way into levels that feel more Nintendo-y. Although pulling off a classic feeling course featuring this first-class thwacker is a feat all on its own. Giving the player the ability to not only destroy blocks on a whim, but to create them as well could potentially break any less than thoroughly vetted level. Creators who do decide to implement the super hammer must check over their level with a fine-tooth comb, patching up any parts the player may be able to take advantage of. Not only this, but the super hammer just isn't optimal for your standard run and jump Mario course. It's more suited towards the puzzle rather than the platforming side of traditional levels. Speaking of puzzles, I would argue that this is where the super hammer really shines. Every downside of using it in traditional levels becomes its greatest strength in puzzle levels. From breaking open new paths with the hammer, to building new paths with builder boxes, puzzles can allow the player to utilize every aspect of Builder Mario. You could create a series of intricate sections, each exploring a wide array of bludgeoning and crate constructing. Or you could narrow in on just one of these aspects and forge a more focused puzzle experience. Use builder boxes to create platforms in a ghost house which disavows jumping, or a foundation for a spike ball traversable bridge. Use the hammer to smash exclamation blocks in the right order, or pesky enemies in your way. Puzzle levels can come in all different shapes and sizes, but this mallet is sure to mold an interesting one. Last up is Kaizo or speedruns, which, let's be honest, the super hammer just isn't a great fit. Now I'm not saying it can't be done, but there are just too many factors here that lead to a poor experience in these kinds of stages. For one, the wind-up animation for a hammer attack is way too long. There's quite a large amount of time between when the player presses Y and when the hammer actually has a hitbox. This leads to a really awkward playing experience, as the player needs to initialize a hammer attack well before it looks like they need to in fast-paced courses. The same goes for summoning builder boxes, which in my experience is way too inconsistent. The game only seems to recognize the input when Builder Mario is at least partially standing still, leading to tons of accidental hammer attacks when attempting to summon builder boxes. Now by no means am I saying it can't be done. With proper indication, the super hammer could certainly create for a fun and unique Kaizo course. It's just important to keep in mind these limitations, as they could lead to a frustrating player experience. And that's just the handle of this gaudy gavel. If you're looking for more inspiration, check out another one of these item breakdowns. A huge thank you to my patrons and YouTube members for making this series possible, and I'll see you in the next one.